Pixar Animation Studios. 20 years ago, they redefined family films for the high-tech age with the era-defining Toy Story. Since then, they've given us Dugs, robots, cars, fish, monsters, flying cowboys, and grumpy old men. So when they invited me to watch their new film at Pixar HQ, nothing was going to stand in my way. Not even this giant ball. Come with me as we meet the brains behind the film and the stars of their latest masterpiece, Inside Out, who just happen to live inside all our heads.
From the very first moment she opened her eyes, I was there too. I'm Joy. It was amazing. Oh, for 33 seconds.
I'm Sadness.
Oh, hello. There is a dangerous smell. This is disgust. She keeps Riley from being poisoned.
Broccoli, yucky!
You eat this!
That's anger.
Oh, that's right, turn
And that's fear. He's good at keeping Riley safe.
Thank you.
These are Riley's memories. They're mostly happy, you'll notice. What happened? Sadness?
She did something to the memory.
Is everything okay? I don't know.
Pinch it back, Joy.
No, wait!
The core memories!
The story is about Riley, who's an 11-year-old who moves from the Midwest to the big city of San Francisco. But she's actually more the setting in a sense, because inside her head are her 5 emotions, that we all have these emotions: anger, fear, sadness, disgust, and joy. And each one of those guys has a very unique, distinct opinion about how anything should be handled.
This is disgust. She basically keeps Riley from being poisoned, physically and socially.
That is not brightly colored or shaped like a dinosaur. Hold on, guys. It's broccoli! Yucky! Well, I just saved our lives. Yeah, you're welcome.
So as Riley moves, we sort of use that a little bit as a symbol for growing up.
Fear. I need a list of all the possible negative outcomes on the first day at a new school.
Way ahead of you there. Does anyone know how to spell meteor?
Disgust. Make sure Riley stands out today, but also blends in.
When I'm through, Riley will look so good, the other kids will look at their own outfits and barf.
Joy. Yes, Joy. You'll be in charge of the console, keeping Riley happy all day long. And may I add, I love your dress. It's adorable. Oh, this old thing? Thank you so much. I love the way it twirls.
And so she starts to kind of behave a little differently.
What is your problem? Just leave me alone.
Mainly as a result of the fact that joy and sadness end up outside of headquarters.
Can I say that curse word now?
So headquarters is where all these emotions live and work. But the two of them end up lost in the vast reaches of the mind, wandering through long-term memory, dream production, the subconscious, all these places that we've all sort of thought about but never really got to visualize before, and that was the great fun of the show. So then, of course, Riley is outside going through some pretty big changes and difficulties, and I won't spoil anything as to the plot, but that's the basic idea.
But the fun of that is that she's outside now without those emotions, and she only has fear, anger, and disgust driving her, which kind of answers the original question of, like, what is going on in our heads when we grow up? That's our version of the answer. So.
I'm Amy Poehler, and I play Joy in Disney Pixar's new movie, Inside Out. Joy is pretty awesome. She's cheerful, upbeat, and always knows how to turn that frown upside down.
I think we're lucky enough to assemble one of the greatest casts in an animated film, or any film for that matter. I mean, we've obviously got Amy Poehler as Joy, who's just...
And she was great, not only in performance, but as a writer. You know, we were able to hook into her writing brain and get her to help craft some of this stuff. Same with Bill Hader, who's Fear.
Those are shoes of doom! I'm Bill Hader, and I play Fear in Disney Pixar's Inside Out. Where scenario is either quicksand, spontaneous combustion, or getting called on by the teacher.
He's effortlessly funny, but also a great mind for movies and story and writing, and we throw him into the story room with us and help craft some things.
We have Mindy Kaling, who's kind of similar, where she's a showrunner, writer herself, as well as a performer, so we would try to, get her to improv and extract lines from her, and she did some great stuff.
She's really quick, really
Louis
sharp.
Black is an amazing comedian. He was the guy I would use as an example of the kind of casting we could use. Because he's just so perfect for anger.
He's so perfect, he actually teased us when we cast him. Yeah, great choice, guys. Really, really pushing it.
And I think Phyllis Smith as Sadness, she's maybe the least sort of famous of the group, but she's fantastic. She's just so perfect for the role.
I'm Phyllis Smith, and I play Sadness. Feeling down? Oh, we We just fell down. Things just not going your way? We should cry.
Sadness, no.
You'll feel better about things after a solid sad session. I'm entering a sadness spiral. Sadness doesn't judge. She's right there with you. So pull out your hanky and enjoy a good cry. It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it.
Okay, Phyllis. I think I need a little break to gather myself because things are going to get tougher before they get any easier.
Of course, no one knows what an emotion actually looks like.
Up next, co-director Ronnie Del Carmen makes the impossible look easy.
Now all we have to do is fill an hour and a half of this, right?